Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dungeons. So this is Tierna Scythe. Funny, I always freak out a little bit about... This is current. I thought they rotated this out. Oh, the season doesn't rotate till next week, does it? Oh, so much for doing this Mythic. I did this in Mythic Plus very recently. How recently, you ask? So my sister was helping me do some mythics recently to record them for footage for doing, for showcasing. So we're gonna go down here because it's the easiest way to do this. Ignore the starting soon thing. So the first thing we do, obviously, got the group together. We're ready to go. Everything's great forever. But then we get there, and it turns out some of the people didn't actually want to do that dungeon with this group setup. So, as soon as we get to the dungeon, several people bail from the group. Cool. So now, it's about the 2-minute mark, right? And we just sit here. And sit here. And sit here. Fast forward a little bit. Fast forward a lot. There's us queuing over and 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 over. This, by the way, part of the reason I kept this recording, I just want to make this very, very clear why I don't do Mythic Pluses. This is the reason. This is it. Like, once I actually get in and get a group, it's actually pretty cool and pretty smooth. Sitting here for, I think it was about half an hour all told, is not super fun. It's just sitting here, waiting for someone to accept a group. I wasn't even doing the queuing. My sister was constantly looking for groups. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. But then she's like, wait, I think I may have found a group. Nope. Okay. Requeue. So I decided to reposition back to the mythic spot. And I was like, oh, let's show this area off. It's cool looking. Oh, we found a group? Oh, we didn't find a group. Okay, hang on. I'll just stand here, in the portal hub, waiting. It's a cool looking hub. Waiting and 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 waiting. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We're queuing this whole time. By the way, we're just... And I don't mean just like sitting in the queue. I mean trying a new queue and then trying a new... So this is active effort. This is active effort spent trying to get into a Mythic Plus group. So at about the 20-minute mark of this video, I realized I was recording complete dead air, and I decided to go ahead and chop off the recording. But then we found a group! Oh my god, we've actually found a group. So we rush in, and here's Tierna Scythe. This is going to be great. This is going to be so looking forward to it. So we decided to do Tierna Scythe. I'm going to skip forward through this a little bit, because there's no sound for obvious reason. Zalatath was our affix this time around. I forget which one it was. It was the dot. I don't remember what it's called, but it was the dot. I don't know if that's a seasonal thing or random. I'm not super up on Mythic Plus now. So we go in there. Yeah, let's do this. Bah, bah, bah. So this is awesome and fun and cool and interesting. And we're going through and we're going through. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. It's taking a minute. We're running behind the timer. But everything's fine. We're ahead of the timer. We fight the first boss. We crush the first boss. Just absolutely destroy him. No problem. First try. Hit the maze. The warlock in the group actually knew how to do the maze. We'll talk about that in a second. So it's like, okay, we'll go do the maze. Everything's cool. And we're pushing through the maze. We had a couple of deaths here. Because some of this trash really freaking hurts. Yeah, you see the 3 deaths all of a sudden on the marker on the right there. But everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, okay. And there's the boss. Okay, so here's this boss. So that just one-shots you. Now, that's my fault. I didn't see that. As I'm fond of saying, I only really need to see a fight once to understand its mechanics. Or more accurately, I only need to see a mechanic once to understand its mechanics. So, then we wiped a few times. Then we wiped a few times. Yep, yep, yep. There's our second wipe. We're up to 9 deaths now. There's your third wipe. Up to 13 deaths. God, we died so much in this fight. Up to 14 deaths. I'm just dead. I actually got lag killed. Literally got lag killed. Okay, we pushed through it. Only took 14 deaths. Whew. So we're pushing through the trash. We're running out of time. There's no way. There's no way we're going to make it, right? Absolutely impossible. But what's really funny is we get to this boss, and we completely one-shot this boss without ever. In fact, I would argue this is a better boss in terms of design. And we just, we one-shot it without difficulty. Again, we'd already bled out the timer, so it didn't matter. But hey, and that's Turn Aside. Now let me show it to you for real. Because... ironically, the main thing I want you to take away from what I just showed you was that 20 minutes of waiting for a group. All the way back in Legion, I had a few people jump into stream when I was doing the Legion stream and say, well, why don't you do mythics? I said, well, I don't like pugging. I don't like queuing for it. And they're like, well, what's the difference between that and, hitting this and hitting LFR? And that proves how incredibly stupid those people are. Having a built-in matchmaking system smooths out getting a group so much it's hard to put it into words.
Creatures, worshipping sticks and leaves. Nature is meant to be controlled, conquered, and the Drust will conquer all.
Oh yeah, the Drust are here.
Fear none. Cross these in.
Place your faith. You must run. My mind betrays me.
Oh, right.
Malak falls silent. The forest sighs in gratitude. Brave the mists.
Yay! More friends are here to play. Come along.
So, this is the maze.
Can you find your way through the mist? Choose wisely.
Would you believe that to this day I don't know how to get through this?
And sigil show the way. One does not belong. One you must follow.
So, circle plus leaf. Okay. Circle plus flower. Okay. Leaf. Leaf. So,
Discern.
which one is it? Which one thing doesn't fit everything else? The empty leaf? But the empty leaf matches this, because this is an empty leaf with a circle. So, it's not the empty leaf. It's apparently the flower. Ah, because the other three are leaves. Okay.
Hooray! You're almost there.
These trash right here, the defenders, suck. That's the ones we died to. Okay, so hang on. So flower. Circle plus empty leaf. Gotta be clear about this. Circle plus empty flower. So I'm just gonna guess this one.
Hooray! You're almost there.
Yeah, usually what we'll do is we'll split up and one player will be on each of them, and then the other player will be like, alright, this one. Okay, so empty leaf, full leaf, circle thing. So I'm gonna guess this one.
Hooray! You're almost there.
You don't lie to me, Miss Keller. Okay, so circle plus full leaf, flower. And leaf, so okay, I'm gonna guess flower then. Yeah, I'm guessing that's... Do I need to kill the mobs? Come here, come here. No, these trash hurt.
No fooling you.
Okay, so... just gonna guess this way.
No fooling you.
The boss is this way. This could be one of two, though. So that's circle plus empty leaf. Circle plus leaf. Leaf. Nope.
That wasn't right.
And this is what happens when you fail. Now, a couple things mitigate this. First of all, you can mount, and second of all, the path remains open where you did already go. And obviously there's no trash because you already killed it.
Only one sigil of its kind.
Also, when you beat the maze, that is to say when you beat the boss, the maze goes away entirely. You can just walk through it. So, this way then? Nope.
Try again.
Okay. Sure.
Matching sigils, a path to nowhere. Only one way, only one sigil of its kind.
Oh, there's another spot. I didn't even see this. I'm gonna guess it's this one. It's not. It's the one I just passed.
Oops.
Yep.
Don't get lost.
I knew it. It had to be, because it's the only thing that makes sense.
Don't get lost.
Matching sigils, a path to nowhere.
Shut up.
Only one way.
Hooray! You're almost there. You did it. Good guess.
So this boss, I can actually tell you about this because I just died to this on Mythic Plus a couple days ago. It has a dodgeball. If the dodgeball hits you, it kills you instantly. There's a freeze tag where a mob fixates one random person and freezes anyone near them as they rotate around them. Or not rotate, they follow them. They follow them. And then there's the figure out which one is the real one, which is the same mechanic as the maze we just saw. I'm just
We're
gonna
gonna have so much
do that.
fun. That was fun. I haven't played like that in so long. Let's do it again.
The time for play has passed. The winds urge us forward.
Aw, okay. No more mists. Hey, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look right at all.
Tyrna's scythe withers as the Gorm feast. Balance must be restored.
I've always felt like this could have been a Devourer dungeon. We've already got the Gorm here, right? But instead we have, like, the same thing Ardenweald always is. It's just kind of a grab bag, you know? First boss is a Drust. But, again, the first boss is a Drust. The second boss is just a Fae playing around. And the third boss is a Gorm Queen who has nothing to do with anything. That's it. That's your bosses. It's like, what? And yeah, Tyrna's Scythe is literally on the edge of the realm, currently being consumed. Anyways. This is actually a great fight. Probably my favorite fight in here. That's why it's dead. It's munching on the seed. So he puts a thing on players, which sends them out. One random player will get a bunch of things fixated to them, so you have to deal with that or drag them to the tank. There's a yank mechanic, which tries to screw with your positioning. You gonna let me out? Or no?
Tyrna's scythe will remember you. Always.
Could you give me a way out, please? Please? I would really appreciate a way out. It would be nice if... Okay. Wait. I could try the new one now. I don't know, Mr. Red. I swear this has a shortcut. In fact, I would be willing to say with a high certainty that this has a shortcut on Mythic. In fact, I could probably prove that because I have recorded footage of me doing this on Mythic. Okay, we actually hearthed out, never mind, so... Well, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Would be the first time. Season 2 will begin in 4 days. That's interesting. Just right there, nice and obvious. Yeah, I'm not getting any further than that. Oh, right. My delve is totally worthless. Real quick, just real quick while I'm here. While I'm here. I bet... Oh, you can't group with this Minister, can you? Oh, never mind. I'll take the money. Can't upgrade that anyways. Because it's depreciated. I got a keystone out of it. Oh, of course I did. Okay, so we did the 2 dungeons in Bastion. There are 2 dungeons in Revendreth we have not done. And then there are 2 in Maldraxxus. I think it's 2. Where's the other one? There it is. And then, yep, we haven't done that one, or that one. Yep. That's everything other than the big one, right? Halls of Atonement, Sanguine Depths, Theater of Pain, and Plaguefall, and then... Yeah, and then Tazavish. Yep, I was right, I was right.
How may I serve? Welcome.
Delves really feels like they have finally nailed it when it comes to content, for lack of a better way to phrase that. Like, they have been experimenting with dungeons, raids, and different expressions thereof since Pandaria. When they came up with the scaling raids and the mythic difficulty for raids. That's when they came up with scenarios. They tried mythic difficulty for dungeons over in Legion. Like there was another in-between step there, I forget what it is. But either way, you could tell they've been experimenting with ways to get content to players for literal years at this point. And I do think Delves is they finally landed on something that really works. Because Delves are good. I think the thing that makes Delves so good is they're good at multiple levels of progression. If you just want to go do a dungeon for fun, there it is. If you want cosmetics, yep. If you want gear, it's a great way to gear up. If you want hard mode stuff just to challenge yourself, Delves can be extremely mean. If you want variety, there's a good variety to them. If you want to play solo, done. 2 players, done. 4 players, done. Like, it hits pretty much every note there. But for now, where's the dungeon? Was it up? Yeah, Delves are going to be so many positives when we get there, you have no idea. The very concept of Delves is going to be positives. And then we're going to actually cover each delve. You know, like we always do. There it is. Okay, hang on. Are any of these current season? No, because we've already done Necrotic Lake. We can switch up to Mythic from now on. Exactly, as Miristar. No abandonment to Delves. Follower dungeons have mitigated abandonment negatives, and Delves... Yeah, Delves are pretty much nuking abandonment negatives. I don't like to use buzzwords more than I have to, but yeah, Delves definitely feel like an evergreen feature. Interesting. I don't know if I've done this dungeon. I do like the approach to having one evergreen feature per expansion rather than 20 features that go away at the end of an expansion. I know. Hot take right there. Oh yeah, that's one last thing that makes Delves good. They take relatively little time. I know that sounds like a strange thing to comment on, but, well... You ever heard of a game called League of Legends? I actually don't know if this is true anymore, so a little bit about outdated information here. But once upon a time, your average League of Legends match was about 45 minutes. So that was a problem, because most League of Legends maps will be decided within the first 10 minutes, sometimes even quicker than that. Why is that relevant? Well, because you are severely penalized for leaving a map. So in other words, you have to spend entirely too much time slogging through something that you know is probably going to be a failure or success right off the bat. Time spent in an activity is a formula that too many people do not understand the value of. I'm not saying everything has to be go, 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 tick-tock, ridiculo. However, if you are going to demand that a player do something for 3 hours... Like, you better be willing to accept the fact that several players are just never going to engage in that. Not because they don't want to, not because they wouldn't enjoy it, not because they don't have motive for doing it, but because it takes 3 hours. Not everyone has that kind of time. Period. Of course, Mr. Ed. I'm not saying there's not a value in that. My favorite board games are the ones that take multiple nights to complete. I freely admit that. However, well, oh, I actually remember this fight. That can't be the norm. You know what I mean? You can't demand that. At least not when you have a game like this. Imagine if everything in WoW took an hour and a half. Everything. Imagine if Torghast took an hour and a half. Imagine if Delves took an hour and a half. Imagine if doing a dungeon took an hour and a half. Hi.
Be gone, rebel filth! This cannot be.
Yeah, I think you remember this, Maverick. When you showed a picture of it, I immediately recognized what you were playing. Because I also like really, really long, in-depth board games. But the harsh reality of modern lives is that we just don't have that much spare time for fun. Because that's what it boils down to. Having the ability to do bite-sized content is nice. Again, I don't think that should necessarily be the norm either. It's just something that is part of, I think, why Delves are so good. One of many reasons why I think Delves are so good.
Your penance is at hand!
Hi, Zar.
My flock needs me!
Well, you know, since I don't remember this dungeon, I should probably be looking at these. So what do we got? What do we got? Sin stones are meant to be inert records of past transgressions. The machinations of the depraved Venthyr have allowed Halkias, a massive golem, to grow from the power of neglected sin stones. The Lord Chamberlain's forces have struggled to contain it, splitting its anima across multiple sinstone golem shards. The guy who jumped out there at me. The mighty stoneborn known as Echelon has always held outsiders, especially mortals, in contempt. He watched the Halls of Atonement from the sky, and will crush any attempt to transgress across the threshold. The Lady Witch is killed. Within the Halls of Atonement, past the courtyard and the gargoyles, is a church, unlike any seen on Azeroth. This is the High Adjudicator, Elise, presides over the Congregation of Spirits, spreading the dark word of Denathrius to the undeserving. And the last is the Lord Chamberlain, also known as Cam Clark. He climbed steadily and mercilessly through the ranks of Venthyr society, becoming a harvester by aiding in the capture of the rebellious Accuser. Now he rules the Accuser's halls, hoarding anima and turning the sacred process of atonement to his own deviant purposes. Would you stop tormenting souls just to try and futilely kill me, please?
I tire of your boorish presence. It seems I must deal with you myself.
Now this is interesting. Look out there. The maw isn't red yet. Which makes sense. This canonically happens before that. And yeah, as we can see, several statues of Denathrius here.
Be gone, rabble!
So what do you do?
Out of my way!
Yeah. Okay.
You have not earned your pride. You are no match for my power. You are beneath my contempt.
Oh, that's cool,
I am
Luther.
losing my patience.
Anyways, I was wanting to do this the entire campaign, so...
Worthless servants.
Goodbye. Hey look, a shortcut. No, that was a short but sweet. The other one... I have a couple memories of the one we just did. I have no memories of this other one. I'm not sure I've ever done this other one. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, never mind. The mall looks like that because I'm on Salash, who is post-campaign. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm dumb. The Naru dungeon? Oh, this is where we rescue them, isn't it? The one who imprisons Denathrius? I'm still pretty sure I haven't done this, but maybe I did. Oh, God, I don't know. I do not have memories of this. Shadowlands was a wild time for me, so my memories are pretty vague of anything that didn't really spike out as terrible. What about the stuff that was really good? You mean like that guy right there? This poor tick. Look at him. He just wants to feed, and instead he's turning into an abomination. Aw, he stopped glitching. Because he's voiced by Ray Chase. Sorry. Reason sufficient. Bunch of Devourers in here. Which makes sense. This is one of those edge zones.
Lord,
Yep,
one
see?
must be the Alpha. Slay it, and the others will scatter.
Oh, jeez, okay. So this is Kyvrix. Kyvrix the Voracious sensed the Anima stores deep within the sanguine depth, and his lust to consume the energy has driven him to madness. With the recent tear that's formed in Revendreth, Kyvrix has found a way into the catacombs and aims to drain every last drop of anima out of the subterranean warehouse.
Our target lies deep within the prison. Let none stand in your way.
Probably, Mr. Red. Other than Sepulchre, which surprised me, I'm not really into most of the transmogs and Shadowlands. I like the hearths. I want all 4 hearths. I want more hearths in general. Please add more hearths, Blizzard. Thanks. Fine. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Hood. There's a couple pieces here and there. It's like, yeah, I can see that.
The prisoner is down below. Zerali, one of the Naru who invaded the Ember Ward. The others presumed slain. Denathrius has been draining its light to wield against his foes. We will wield it against him instead.
No, I haven't, Xavier.
Your kind are so fascinating, with so many secrets to uncover. The light will prevail. I really must thank you, Zerali. You make for an excellent specimen. You know not what you do.
What, huh? Sorry, I'm being facetious. I could tell I was the boss, that's why I turned around. I should probably read his thing out loud. So that was Executor Tarvold. Many Venthyr consider the torment of their charges and extraction of sin and anima their sacred duty. The creature known as Executor Torvald, being set as warden and allowed to take a sick pleasure in torturing the prisoners, shows the depravity Revendreth has fallen to. Revendreth. This is Grand Proctor Berilia. Only a few old enough to know if Grand Proctor Berilia learned her ruthless form of study in Revendreth, or if she never truly gave up that particular sin. The cruelty she uses to master the magic of anima has been turned on a very peculiar new prisoner, the Naru Zerali. She will command this creature's light no matter what it costs her prisoner. Hello, nice place. Terrifying.
How dare you interrupt my research? My patience is wearing thin.
The light shines. Even here.
Look, it was a void or grab. I went with a void.
So much left to discover.
Quickly, mortals! Escape with Zerali!
So,
This is the prize you seek. It will never leave this prison!
Oh, that's interesting.
Gods, slay them all! Wretched mortals! That prisoner belongs to the Master! You will not take it!
Interesting approach to a gauntlet.
You are nothing but Draven's dogs!
I was actually curious if I could avoid that, but it looks like I cannot. Oh well. Because yeah, I figured out immediately that she moves forward to a specific spot, even if that forward is behind her.
Ye stubborn rebels! You will meet your end!
Anything's going through her head as she just sees all the corpses as she's running through. So anyways, that was that. Oh, there we go.
Surrender the prisoner!
Okay, here you go.
Bleed for your crime! Enough! Your suffering will be a testament to the Master's wrath.
Not today, Carl! Go, mortals! I will hold her off!
I'd say a little out of order because we've already killed her, but you know. Honestly, these are short but sweet. I feel like I would like Sanguine Depths. I'm almost positive I never did it back in the day, like with high certainty.
I have many, many wares. May your feet find...
I mean, yeah, and every now and again I just want to smash through a dungeon as quickly as possible, especially if I'm leveling in FF14. But for just doing a dungeon and having fun, yeah. Here it is.
My master did say to serve everyone. Remember, a safe flight is a...
So let's see if we can help Merilith out. I remember liking Plaguefall a lot. I've actually done Plaguefall more than once. In fact, I've actually done Plaguefall Mythic, which is one of only 3 dungeons that I have done Mythic in Shadowlands. And the other 2 I did a couple of days ago. This is one of my extremely brief forays into Mythic during Shadowlands. Okay, so. For future reference, Chill Pangolin, do me a favor. Warn me before you say something like that. Because I was literally reaching down to ban what I automatically assumed was a bot before I noticed it was you. Hi, Chill Pangolin. It looks like a bot message, right? And there's a link in it, too. And that's an automatic, warning flag. But yeah, Plaguefall. I liked Plaguefall. I liked Plaguefall a lot. I tanked Plaguefall, actually, on this character. Although I've never done standard Mythic of it, now that I'm thinking about it. Or maybe I did... Oh, shoot. I don't actually remember. The problem is Shadowlands was such a blur for me in several ways. I know I've done it when it was hard, and I know I've done it on hard. Generally, yes, sir. Just for safety's sake. It's also considered common courtesy. Really, Huthor? Wow. So, let's build up to Plaguefall, because I know Plaguefall. Let's do this other one, Theater of Pain. What the hell is this? If Theater of Pain is the one I think it is, I think I've done it once. Literally once. Which I don't meet the requirements of? Question mark? Yeah, looks like it was already flagged. Okay. That doesn't look familiar so far.
Welcome, one and all, to the Theater of Pain! It seems these upstarts think they can compete with the best combatants in all of Maldraxxus! Ha! I'll believe it when I see it!
Oh, it's Virez.
This should prove entertaining! Bring in the challengers!
And Sindane? And Garmal? When was this?
Let the bloodshed begin!
Actually, I do, Magister.
You... Is that all? I thought we were in for a show! What a disappointment!
Sorry.
How unexpected! It seems our little pups have some bite after all! Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin!
Okay. What do you think, left or right? left it is. Oh god, this is construct, isn't it? Oh Jesus, this is gross.
What we have here! Fresh meat!
Yeah, change my mind. Change my mind. Fail. Fail. Did you finish it in time, Jesse's mask?
Mortal lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
Sting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering about that. This is what I remember. This room right here. It's the only thing I remember about this entire dungeon. I remember it because I'm a demon hunter, and I don't know if something here does a knockback or I just got casual, but I had to glide my way back to safety at some point. Yeah, there's a knockback. I figured. That is pretty much the memory I have of this dungeon, is whoop! Reflexes. Oh, for those of you who play FF14. A test of my reflexes. Well, okay. Look, I have an immolate, okay? I'm sorry. It's not my fault that I'm terrible. Okay, maybe this guy will do it? Aw. But yeah, that was probably it right there. Yeah, I think I resisted it. Sorry. Howdy-ho.
Your souls are mine to claim.
You know, I could see that as Miristar. My soul!
This does not end here.
Our challengers have passed the first trial, but they're still a long way from the title!
Oh no, do I have to do the other one? Interesting. Looks like I have to do the gross dungeon. Wait, no, something else. Something new, something not gross.
New challengers. Ah, we'll see how long you can last. Let your weapon speak for you.
Look here.
My blade will bathe in your blood!
Hey, a quick question. Is anyone else bothered by the fact that the primary military of this entire afterlife spends all their time constantly killing each other? Is this just the clans from MechWarrior all over again?
I will wear your skull as a trophy!
Like, that feels like where we're going with this.
So Hayla just had them.
Hello, baby baby. Hello, Choky Mama. I'm doing a dungeon that you'll be doing in a week. Part of the Mythic rotation next week. Lean forward. Hey, baby baby. Check. Good. Baby baby. Check.
I'm going to store. Do you need anything? I got her.
Actually,
Text it to me.
I will. You need several things. Yes, baby bear.
Lore.
I made this plane,
Can I see it?
but it doesn't work unless there's wind.
Let's get you the crease down a little bit better. Okay. Then. It's a wolf. Yeah. That was drawn by your sister.
Jaina drew that. All right, you ready? Go find shoes.
Yeah, go get shoes. Go get shoes.
You two, upstairs with you.
This is. If you can make it.
Yeah, we'll try one more try. One more try. Ready?
You know that's backwards, right?
Oh my god. It needs to have a little bit.
Yeah, apparently this is on the rotation.
And it actually goes this
Next
way
week.
where the plate is.
So tell me how awful it is, because apparently everyone hates it. Theater
I've
pain.
never seen it before, so.
This is, I think, technically my second time doing it, but I have so few memories of it. The only thing I remember is there's a boss earlier on like a platform which does a knockback, and I'm a demon hunter, so all I remember is. Yeah, that's my whole memory of the whole dungeon. Is that? Yes, that is it. Where am I going? Anyways, it feels. Did I have a door I didn't open? Is there a boss I have to kill? Oh, here he is. Okay.
Did you text it to me?
I will in just a sec. Since it's got top
Now, I'd best make this interesting.
Teleporting to the grocery store.
Man, I wish.
Before the storm. Can you match my strength?
Probably not. Is he just... Yeah.
My blade knows no equal. Can you match my strength?
Yeah, he's not doing anything. Sorry, guys. I have failed you.
That was a good. Another trial down. Looks like we might have some real contenders here.
Got a memory from that, really? Okay, just making sure, just making sure.
Speak up, soldier. It takes guts to get this far.
Looks like we have to go down the gross area. Damn it. Alright, time to play the Dark Souls wing. Just gonna... Yep, just not paying attention to anything. This mob's name is Rancid Gas Bag. You know, considering Maldraxxus is like a floating tick or something like that, aren't we in its guts right now? I know.
Rend and tear! Open you up! I'll catch something good! Gonna chop you up!
Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. How do you dodge? I wasn't looking.
Gonna chop you up!
Ah, I see it. Holes. I like it.
Open you up! More spare parts! Gonna chop you up! Need better! Incredible! Our challengers have conquered the trials and advanced to the final round! Return to the central chamber! It's time to begin the main event!
Okay.
Soldiers of Maldraxxus! Are you ready for some carnage? Our rising stars now face the longest reigning champion the Theater of Pain has ever known! Warcraft, the Endless Empress!
At long last, a worthy contender!
Interesting. I just realized I should be reading those outlines. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. At the beginning, the affront of challengers. Champions are not just fighting anyone. First contenders fight amongst themselves to see which are worthy. Dessia the Decapitator, Passer, and the Virulent, and South of the Accursed have brought their disparate fighting styles together to knock out other contenders. They will crush any who stand between them and the title match. Gorechop, the guy we just fought, is hungry for victory as he is for new parts. Gorechop is ready to show the House of Constructs can build a better warrior. Since arriving in Maldraxxus, he has earned every piece of his body, but he's not about finding something new on a challenger. Zav, which is the duel guy, Zav has fought and defeated so many foes that there's a line of contenders battling for their turn. If someone can make their way past them, Zav will relish a worthy challenge. The Lich, Kultharok, is a master of necromantic arts and shows that brute force is not the only way to the top. The path to victory is through a maze of magic portals and then past his necrotic onslaught. And this is Mordretha, endless battles and endless victories. Mordretha has bested every opponent who's challenged her. In life, she was a master of dark magic, and her time in Maldraxxus has only expanded that knowledge. Is this the title match the Theater of Pain's been waiting for?
Behold my...
Nope.
Things must end.
Yes! Mordretha has been defeated! I can hardly believe it! All hail the new champions of the arena! Victory and glory are yours! May you fight forever, more walkers!
Maybe not forever. I'd like to retire at some point, you know? Maybe? No? Okay. Up there goes. That's... Ooh. Yeah, fair. Demon hunters don't really retire. Can't really retire, not unless they're cured. But that's okay. Because we have a much better dungeon to do. And give exactly as many gameplay positives to it. Plaguefall. This is where the House of Plagues used to be. We're better off jumping.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone to kill me. You're welcome to try. The horrors within these halls will make quick work of you. Stradama's plague will soon be mine.
So yeah, there's a destroyed necropolis up there. And our first boss, which is Globgrog. The exact nature of plagues and oozes disgorging by the House of Plagues fall may never be deciphered, but the collection of slimes and flesh that became Globgrog will guard this treasure fanatically.
Intruders! You will be devoured whole!
Yeah, there's a lot of skulls in there.
Spreads!
A lot of skulls.
The hunger ends!
He vibrates the ooze. Blah, blah, blah.
That was a mere taste of what the plague can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
Wonderful! More test subjects! Unleash the plague borers! I will dissect you myself!
Yeah, surprisingly color variants for a place that's clearly green-coded. So there's this boss. Dr. Ickis. The destruction of the House of Plagues and the slime eruption left in its wake will not stop the presumed genius of Dr. Ickis and his deranged experiments. Let's see if I can avoid killing him too quickly. So obviously you don't want to be in the goop, excuse me.
You cannot comprehend my genius!
I love his backpack, by the way, which is like several... Like, it's this huge thing. He's got cages, he's got a jetpack.
The next procedure will be a real blowout!
Can you, Magister? I believe you.
Now to test this slime on you! Who dares intrude on my laboratory? When I find you, I'll be happy to demonstrate my research.
So you emerge victorious. But at what cost? What vile mixtures now course through your veins? That is the plague's true power. It lingers, festers, destroys everything it touches, even the victor.
Draw your bowstring until your bones snap. We will claim the plague. Hold your ground now or answer to Domina later. Choose your fate. Domina Venomblade believes the instrument of her revenge on the fall of the House of Eyes rests within the Plaguefall. No one, not even her former allies, will keep her from gaining the weapon hidden in these ruins. Yeah, I've kind of already done that, lady. I don't recommend messing with the plague. It's kind of gross and deadly. But I guess if you're into that, it's whatever.
Had Akarek not been so foolish, had he reached out and seized the plague, the House of Eyes would still stand. I will correct his mistake. All will suffer, as the House of Eyes has suffered. You will not stop me! A single scratch is all it will take. No target has escaped me. Fear the dagger in the dark. A single scratch. Vengeance will be mine.
Who trespasses upon the House of Plagues? Who seeks that which cannot be controlled?
So, what I like most about this place...
Desire this power can come and claim it, or let it claim you.
Sure, Czar, although the answer is because bad writing. Well, okay, bad writing. Writing that was on fire, might be a better way to phrase that. Is that pretty much everything here is a victim. So we've got Globgrog, which used to be a bunch of people. Okay. We've got Domina, who is essentially insane with grief from what happened to her. And we got Margrave Stradama, or what's left of her. And, enough said. The only one who isn't is the Doctor, and he's probably a little cuckoo anyways.
We've been expecting you. The Mother of Plagues comes for you.
There's actually some hints that Stradama didn't used to look like this before the accident. We know what this did to her soulbind, too, because Merilith was soulbound to her.
Behold my final work, my pride, and my doom. Can you feel its anger? My anger! My house weeps with blight.
I really liked this fight.
It spreads. It cannot be contained. Will be destroyed. Pestilence will engulf you. Do not trust the Baron.
Sorry, lady. This place died a while ago. It's time for it all to finish going away. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't hearth because I'm technically taking hits. Some people actually debate which Baron they're referring to there. Because there's technically two possibilities. Okay. Let's see, where is Zara's question? Oh, what's the difference between Maldraxxus and the Undead Scourge? They look almost the same. So there's a lot of hints that Maldraxxus was supposed to be the evil faction. In fact, there's so many hints it makes more sense for them to be evil than good. But then at some point in time, they decided to change that into like a weird kind of Valhalla thing, which I do like, admittedly. But they didn't really change the coding, so they just look like the Scourge, straight up. Now, the idea is that the Scourge are supposed to be the Kmart light version of Maldraxxus. But in reality land, it comes across as the opposite. Frankly, despite the difference in quality and graphics, I would say the Scourge tend to be better designed overall. It also makes no sense the more you think about it. Several of the bits of architecture of the Scourge were specifically pulled from all over the place. That was kind of a point. It was a narrative point that the Scourge didn't have one source of culture, one source of architecture. They pulled from everything. But now, nope, it's just Maldraxxus. Did that. Let's go do the dungeon I have never done before. The Paranoid Android Dungeon. Yeah, like so many Shadowlands retcons, it's really best if you just kind of throw it out the window. Thank you, Paranoid Android. As always. Oh, my back. My back does not like me today. Let me jot that down really quick, because I want to see where we land. Paranoid Android. Whoop, I spelled your name wrong. No! There we go. And that's going for Alpha Centauri, Overlord 1, and Bioshock 2. Just in time. Well, that looks interesting. Where the hell are we? Nice place. New tile set, too.
Begin your negotiation.
How do I get in? Ah, there it is.
Do not allow the beauty of Tazavesh to distract you from our shared purpose.
So they have seagulls, laborers, saurids. They have an Akir here. It's a toy vendor.
Entry is restricted. Surrender your weapons and follow me.
Surely we can come to an alternate agreement?
There will be no agreement. Lethal force authorized.
Remember, everything has value.
I mean, the Akir are technically an endangered species by now, so that makes sense. Our meats have not yet passed through customs.
All goods and services...
I wouldn't touch that meat. They don't call it the failed market for nothing. I'm interested in this fruit before customs handles it. Hey, they have wriggling tentacles.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
And organic melons.
Your patronage is always...
As opposed to what exactly? Why am I killing these people? music for this too.
You have been randomly set. Surrender! All contraband! Who triggered the alarm?
What in the world? It's frickin' General Grievous. Like the cool one.
Intruders in my city? Not for long. You should never have come to Tazavesh, stranger. All contraband will be confiscated. Return to me! Let us hear how loud you can scream. You should never have come to Tazavesh, stranger.
I like it. He's got area denial, and he's got those barriers which prevent damage from certain areas. Or certain angles.
Papers, please.
Oh, hey, I got one of the light swords. Check it out. I got a blue one.
We require signatures from the city's leading cartels to gain access to Solia. If she escapes to your world, the artifact she covets will be in her grasp.
Oh my god. Look at all this. They apparently have a bounty on our heads. They've got core hounds. Look, the Firelands is still going on. Units, that's a Spriggan. No one's going to buy one of those nuisances. Get out of the city before it gets loose. And then the Spriggan looses the Horehounds. That's actually cute. And the Direhorn from the Zandalari. We've also got little bees. Hello, little bees. How are you? There's the Night Claws.
How may I assist?
It's kind of how I imagine the Warrior of Light wanders around, just by default. Oh my god, food! The food. The very strange looking food. Very purple. Hello? Are you a boss? Nope. Oh my gosh, I have no idea where to go. Or what to do. There's apparently a lot of bosses I haven't killed yet. Okay. Let's try this way. Hey, Dragon Player. They have a monoworm.
Now for the item you have all been awaiting. The allegedly demon-cursed Edge of Oblivion. We'll start the bidding at 5,000. Do I hear 5,000? I hear 6,000. Yes, 6!
They've got a Proto-Drake.
What I need is a distraction. The kind with sharp teeth. This beast will do nicely.
Wait, how did that beast escape from its cage?
And a devourer.
Cartel's Eye is not responsible for any loss of limb that occurs during this demonstration.
Are rampaging beasts ruining your day? We have the solution. Watch as my assistant activates this Bastion Centurion for maximum destruction.
With controls this easy, even a dredger could do it.
I am awakened. Destroy everyone.
Imbecile, turn it off.
Now's my chance. That axe is mine. They thought variable dimension tumblers would keep me out? Pathetic. Done. Come to Mama. Uh-oh. The curse is real? All realms will drown in blood!
You idiot. I need to get this cursed artifact. Oh no, the curse was real! Jesus Christ. Goblins.
You saved our menagerie. Well, what is left of it?
A simple matter. In return, we ask only for Cartel Zai's signature.
Our signature is a fair trade, especially if it results in your departure.
Okay then. Aww. Ah. Oh my god, it's a plague bear. I'm out. I'm out. Peace. So yeah, I've already jotted these down, but to be clear, visual positives out the wazoo, obviously. Jesus Christ.
A friend here may be of help in acquiring Zoe's signature.
Somebody help! This place is a disaster!
Wait, who is that?
Stamp whistle?
Where is Basim?
80 stamp whistle? What? Huh? Also POST workers and POST masters. Yeah, what are you doing in the afterlife? This is apparently the boss. Something I should be reading those aloud. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Hang on. So the first guy we fought, the General Grievous, to gain entry beyond the gilded gates of Tazamesh, almost past the Sentinel Zofex. Obsessed with security, Zofex ensures any contraband is immediately incinerated along with anyone holding the offensive items. The Menagerie, that's what we just did. The Zai Cartel acquire rare and valuable items to sell within their menagerie. Nothing is off limits. Exotic beasts, forbidden technology, cursed artifacts. If your heart desires it, Cartel Zai will acquire it for you, as long as you can pay the price. This is the mailroom mayhem. Something has gone wrong at the primary office of sending things, the post office. Dimensional portals are scattering deliveries, and automata that run the office are malfunctioning. If the chaos is not sorted soon, the whole city could go postal.
Unauthorized arrivals will be sorted. Parcels containing fluids must be destroyed. Special delivery. Money orders require verification by photo, signature, and blood. Handle with carnage. Special delivery. Parcels containing fluids must be destroyed. Special delivery.
Yeah, I was to say, Dollarin had the mail system. And Katie.
Verification by photo, signature, and blood. Insufficient. Postage. Applied.
Oh, thank you. I've never seen a mailroom so
Look at the floor.
You are quite welcome, whoever you are. Now, we are in need of Zoe's signature.
Oh, you mean this? There are dozens of them all over the floor. Here, take one.
Ah, yes, thank you.
No problem at all. Now to find a way back to Azeroth. After I make a few process improvements around here.
Okay, then. Moving on. Be free, little chickens. Ah!
Mize's Oasis. The most intoxicating establishment in Tazavesh. Gaining the owner's favor will secure Cartel Au's signature.
Invitation.
Zogran, surely our friendship has ascended such necessity.
Out of my sight, street trash.
No matter. There are many doors to success. I have friends nearby who may be of assistance. Someone in this market must possess what we seek.
No, seriously, someone just took the bag of doodads and dumped them on this market. And then spent a week arranging them. Like, holy crap.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Nearly worthless to all but the right merchant.
I know our endeavors will...
Yeah, no. Exactly what it feels like. Alright, okay. I can play with that. So we'll start here, which makes sense, because it's right at the beginning, right? Oh my god, I have to carry it. Okay, well the tailor was over here, so let's try the tailor.
For you, you struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Okay, that got me a demon skull. That's magical weapons. That's exotic spices. That's rare texts. That's fancy instruments. That's a guy trying to kill me. Fossil collector? Let's try fossil collector. You guys are dead.
May I you struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Eye of Valinor. So we've got fine cuisine. Yeah, that sounds like a fine cuisine. I don't want to sound complainy, but honestly, these should have just been ethereals. You don't have to change anything. Just make it ethereals. You know? Like, I'm fine with adding new stuff to Warcraft, but we have a lot of stuff in Warcraft. Like, a lot. Nope, that's rare texts. Yeah, maybe these are dead ethereals. There you go. Maybe they're a faction of ethereals. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure where to take this. Yeah, maybe this is what the ethereals originally looked like. And again, the ethereals keep being really into void. Like, every time they show up, it's void. Fine cuisine. Alchemist, maybe? It's an eyeball. We'll try alchemist. Eh? Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try magical weapons and gemstones, because that's where we're at. Hang on 1 second, Narset. Nope, okay.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Ha! That is what they said all the way back in BC, but how much of BC is canon at this point? Who knows? Ugh. Okay, so we know the password now. And thank you for the sub, Narset. Give me a moment. Yeah, no, they're very key unlocky designed. That's going towards Persona 3R, Dungeon Siege 2, and Heaven's Vault. Ivory Shell.
Enjoy your stay.
Who is that? Is that a Venthyr? That is a Venthyr. Why are you guys booing them? They... But yeah, this deserves its own book repository. Good lord.
Oh, Misa, it is a pleasure. My friends and I are here to...
Ah, the next band has arrived. Please, take the stage. And remember, I am quite generous.
Bring on the next band!
Our path reveals itself. Perform well, and our Misa's favor is ours.
Okay. Okay, so I need to be either drums, trumpet, guitar, jazz, or horn, it looks like.
Your wish is my desire.
Why are there goblins up there? Why is Gallywix up there?
You better be here to make me money.
I didn't know he was in Shadowlands. At all. I actually even looked this up, if you remember, back in Legion. I went out of my way to look it up, because I mentioned he disappears in BFA, and now, the patch that just went live, is the last time he poked his head in. Okay, whatever.
A round of applause, please, for our next musical act.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Easy, all of you. This is not that kind of establishment.
Enough of this noise!
Y'all have no taste. I'm just saying.
You do not want me to intervene. You are bad for business.
I think it is Uthor.
The fun is over.
Oh, we're done. We did it.
It has been an age since I witnessed such a vigorous show. My establishment would not survive another.
Apologies, Almiser. We desperately need your signature.
Cartel Soul's underhanded dealings have not escaped my attention. You may have my signature, as long as you never again bring destruction to my oasis.
No promises. I might want to do this dungeon later, after all. Yoshi drums is a specific variant of dynamic music. It refers to when there's multiple layers of a song, but not all of them are always playing. They only play when something prompts them. It is so named for
All the signatures we need. Let us not keep Solia waiting.
It is so named for the Yoshi drums from Super Mario World, which is one of, if not the first examples of that ever. Back in the early 90s.
Excuse our intrusion, Solia. I hope we caught you at an inconvenient time.
Al-Dalil, is there no sanctuary from your filth?
Hear me, Solia. The artifact you seek brings only suffering.
Suffering and power. I must now travel beyond Tazavesh, but your journey ends here.
Die, foes of...
When outnumbered...
My cartel! There's my shame!
Solia may have a head start, but her echo remains. An echo we can follow.
Alright, Mr. Red. That would have been cool, but alas. Stormheim, huh?
Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent. This is as close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put a coin on the ruins ahead.
Nice armor on the Murlocs there. It's a good way to have a bunch of different tile sets in one dungeon. Ironically, it feels a lot like something you'd see in an RTS map. In fact, StarCraft 2 played with this idea more than once, now that I'm thinking about it. It does. It fits the ethereals, sorry, the brokers quite well. Yeah, actually. I was just about to say, StarCraft 2, in the Mutator missions, did pretty much exactly this. Bouncing around worlds. Okay, we'll never see the ethereals again. God, even the music is kind of that big band heist music, isn't it? Hey, Baron. Sorry I forgot to answer your question yesterday. Problem is, it really is a long answer. But thank you for the sub. That was a You Want Me To. Buckshot Roulette. Pokemon Vibrant. I went to a smallpox party when I was like 4 or whatever. Whenever they do that. Okay, why is this boss not proccing? Chickenpox. That was a chickenpox. Chickenpox, smallpox. They're the poxes. I don't know. Oh, God. Yeah, great guy to put in charge of any level of health. As I say, I can't wait for certain diseases to come back because vaccines are bad. Okay, so I can't seem to make this boss happen, so I'm just gonna leave. Hey, Vrykul guys, are we cool?
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalil. A tenet of your cartel.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solir.
See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these relics.
I'm not... okay.
You desecrate these halls. That artifact will end you all.
Solir's arrogance will be her downfall.
Interesting axe. I too am worthy.
Ah, a taxing journey. But our path remains true.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing
Oh my God, why is Bralis on fire?
This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a dragon?
What?
Our captain is a dragon!
What? It's also an infinite dragon.
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their tongue. All hands on deck!
In a hat!
Cannons! Fire!
Yeah, this is what happens when you do Storm Sync, but good.
All hands on deck!
It's a kind of an ad boss. The hat really is what sells it.
Cannoneers! Blast them to pieces!
Away, Captain!
Sorry about this. Given Dragonblight, I feel a little bad about that.
Before the Kultirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
As the end, we just say Bralis. Again. Again.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong in museums. Like your cartel. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
Hold on. I forgot to read a couple of these. So, the drinks are ethereal, the ambience is intoxicating, and Zogron the door guard is impatient. In the Oasis, live performers will not leave that way if they fail to please the crowd. Sazami. Among those brokers who live by the blade, none match the skill of Sazami, Cartel So's lethal assassin. Sazami is forever perfecting his technique. As such, it gives him great pleasure to instruct his enemies in the art of fighting as he slices them to pieces. Hilbrand is the theft of an ancient Titan artifact has awoken the guard, Hilbrand, Sword of the Keepers. Dismantle the myriad of security protocols at his command or become permanent residents of the tomb. And then there's Time Captain Hooktail. Months of planning went down the latrine when Solea appeared in the middle of Time Captain Hooktail's heist and stole her prize. Consumed by rage, the Pirate Queen unleashed her true form and rampages on anyone caught in her path. So Leah's thirst for power culminates in the final battle. Having unleashed a force she does not fully understand, the cartel leader is transformed into a being of unbridled ferocity. As rampant energy spills from the artifact, Celia must be stopped before her actions tear down the foundations of the Shadowlands. What artifact? What are you wielding?
I will unmake you! Guards! Remove these pests!
Let's get you nice and desperate. You can be like, I will reveal my true form.
Oh, the stars are mine! This power is vast! Bow before Cartel So! Oppose me and be extinguished! You are nothing! You are nothing!
Hey, you don't have to say it twice. Words hurt.
Oppose me and be extinguished! Oppose me and be extinguished! Oppose me and be extinguished!
I feel like she's trying to tell me something.
You are nothing!
So, we might not be able to do this, because you notice there's 5 of these, right?
Oppose me and be extinguished!
She's invincible right now. Well, not literally invincible, but
oppose me and
it would take a while to kill her.
You are nothing! Oppose me and be extinguished! You are nothing! You are nothing!
Yeah, I can't seem to do anything with these. Standing in it does nothing. There's no interrupting the line. There's no extra button.
Be extinguished!
I can't do anything with it.
You are nothing! You are nothing!
Oh, hang on.
You are nothing!
No, actually, wait of all.
You are nothing!
I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure this is a bail.
You are nothing! You are nothing! Oppose me and be extinguished!
Yeah, that's what I'm reading too. perfect test dummy. Does she always drop her mount? She can't, right? Like, that's not how mythic mounts work. Yeah, no, it looks like the solution is just to do this and wait for them. So Blizzard periodically will go back, this is true, and patch things to make them soloable. And this is Shadowlands, and they barely touch Shadowlands because they don't give a crap about Shadowlands. So it looks like they just have never gotten around to going back and patching this one. So I'm going to take a brief AFK. We're going to see, we're at 88%. I'll be right back. What are we down to? Oh my god, I AFK'd while attacking. That's funny. So, got her down to 72. We can hit some real buttons. See what we can pull here. Really is just a training dummy. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, now? Really? Really? Did I have? I get up for like 5 minutes, and that's when you call? Question mark. LOL. I hope you get something good while you're there! Exclamation mark. Alright, so what's Mr. Red's story? Once upon a time, I took my RP character to Orgrimmar's Valley of Honor, and went up to the tree where everyone brawls. I decided to engage in the roll sparring, where you roll a dice to determine, and whoever wins the roll successfully attacks or defends, and you take a turn, best 3 or 5. My elf, who was at the time just supposed to be a scrappy pugilist, beat 3 combatants in a row, including an orc monk and a troll shadow hunter. But then, the dark times came. The dark times where Cashel Gladio donated towards Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Ys 8 Lacrimosa, Xenoblade. Thank you, Cashel. As always. I might as well just go for it now. Hey, Valerian, welcome to... I'm sorry. I can burst pretty hard on this setup. Even though it's not mythic optimal. I didn't do the most absolutely maximized 1% of all DPS. Yeah, also, these are Titan artifacts? That sure is not what Titan artifacts look like, I'm just saying. That really does look more Zereth Mortis than anything else. Oh, wait! I don't remember, I'm not sure. I actually looked at the build and was like, that looks unfun. And I don't play this game to not enjoy it. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. The Jailer will not allow Valerian to merge onto the highway. Anyways, we're down to 20%. We'll manage this. Yeah, pugilism is usually differentiated from monk because a monk is someone who uses magic, ki, whereas a pugilist is someone who fights with their fists. kind of an important distinction when it comes to fiction. Because, like, Yong over in Final Fantasy IV, that's a pugilist. Whereas someone like Sabin in Final Fantasy VI, that's a monk. %. And no, whoever asked it, I haven't touched Undermine. I haven't even touched the shrine yet. The Isle of Shrines or whatever.
Oppose me and be extinguished! Oppose me and be extinguished!
Your Archon has lied to you!
My cartel must not fade.
I didn't even get them out.
The first ones hid these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us.
Well, you know, they are first one artifacts.
Grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al. Until our fortunes meet again.
Your cartel has lied to you. Spartan has queued for a random heroic. So, other than one little stumbling block at the end there, that was a really good dungeon. No, Yong couldn't suplex a train. Frankly, Sabin probably shouldn't be able to as well, but we're going to let that go. He's another example. Zell, over in Final Fantasy VIII, is actually a pugilist. He just happens to be magically augmented. Thanks to the whole junction system, which is a lore thing, just a game thing. One second. Yep, there it is. Okay. They super did not, Racer Dude.
Many deals
That took,
for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
Longer than it should have. That's what we're going to call that.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
We did it.
Eternity to know.
Unless you're a monk, apparently. Oh, Touch of Death. Ah! Thank you, Disco, for the sub. And if you want to put that towards up to 3 things,
On the altar of domination.
let me know. Hey, look, I can mount in the maw. Oh, it worked, Disco? Nice. Congrats. So, I suppose I should stop putting it off. We probably should actually advance the plot. Just probably go the right way. Yeah, well, there's actually technically 2 more raids, but that is it. That's all the dungeons. Yeah. That's true. If there is one thing that is good about Kurthia, it's that it means we're closer to Dragonflight. Alright, Xavian, you get to pick 2 of the choices there. I'll put part of that towards Outlaws, which I'm going to assume is on the list. Oh my gosh, this is a trip, isn't it? I mean, we don't have to. What I remember most about Kurthia and Zereth Mortis, I've talked before about the pacing, but it also felt like it was taking forever. I don't know if that's because it was actually long or because it was dragging.
Outside Helgard Keep.
It's one of the two.
Thin their numbers before they have the chance to strike.
And I'm not sure which, honestly. Who's the Primus? Oh my god, this is a trip. Look at this. We're still coming out here. Note to self, I am never farming this place. It's okay, this place has the ugly armor. All the Forsworn armor. And I am super not interested in that. Look at all these people from all the covenants, all serving the jailer. Because, you know, I don't know about you, but when I think about the jailer, I think a charismatic dynamo who is the perfect kind of person to, like, convince people to work for him. There it is. So, fun fact, I've only ever done this raid once. We're not doing it right now. I just felt like sharing it right now. Because I've only ever done this raid once, and I've only ever done one fight in this raid. Just the one. So I've never seen, like, 90% of this raid. Really, Huthor? I need everyone to go stab Huthor really quick. Just super quick. Just right in the eye. Just save me a couple minutes there. Yeah, exactly, Monobrent. Okay. Ham.
We will face.
I could skip Kurthia. No, let's do this. Okay, so Anduin is the jailer's pawn. We must take immediate action. It's time for the covenants to convene.
We shall convene in the Arbiter's chamber. Our next course of action must be decided. Trust in the purpose.
Skip ahead to Zereth Mortis. Game, stop tempting me. Though the jailer remains confined to the maw, his cruelty extends beyond the bounds of his prison. Thankfully, the Archon is recovering from the attack, though I'm told her wound has an unsettling quality. The Eternal Ones and their allies await you at the High Lord Fordragon, and the High Lord Fordragon, the Arbiter's Chamber. I have spoken.
Your words.
Infinite.
What news? The chains of the past.
This chamber is truly wondrous. Is it? It's kind of boring, honestly. No time to be awestruck. Yeah, okay, so let's go.
We all have our burdens to bear.
Oh. In the Arbiter's name, we answer the call of the Eternal Ones.
This brazen attack on Bastion must be answered. Has your wound healed, Grestia?
No. But that is of little consequence compared to what was stolen.
The Infinity Stone.
What was the jailer after?
Long ago, each of the Eternal Ones was given a symbol of our Covenant's purpose. Yet Zoval saw these sigils as keys to forbidden knowledge.
When we rebuked his heresy, he tried to claim them by force.
But in the end, the Primus led us to victory.
And for his treachery, Zoval was exiled forevermore.
Yet even bound to the maw,
He found allies to aid his cause.
Yeah, how?
No doubt Sire Denathrius willingly offered his sigil to the Banished One.
Why?
We have found no such sigil within the sanctum of the Primus.
The essence of the Arbiter remains here. It must be protected.
The Ebon Blade will help defend the Eternal City. But this will not be the Jailer's only target.
No. Even now, his malevolence
Oh, God.
touches upon my groves.
The Necrolords will drive these invaders from Ardenweald.
The Venthyr will fight beside your army, Straka.
We will rally the Covenant's forces and make our stand.
Let it be so. With her voice have I spoken.
Okay, so now so the jailer engineered the entire Burning Legion in order to make this plan happen, which he has now abandoned, in order to convince Denathrius to work for him, which he has now abandoned, in order to get the sigils, which he never even mentioned before now.
Hear the words of the...
Yeah, Drought's gone, by the way. Poof. Drought be gone, yo. Because Denathrius was behind at sea, even though...
You could probably use a little help, huh?
The Winter Queen must be the jailer's next target. Why do you assume that?
Never a dull moment with you.
With the betrayal of Sire Denathrius and the absence of the Primus, we must assume the Winter... Oh, I guess that is actually logical. Never mind. We won't let anyone take her sigil. Ardenweald has endured much, but we must do the battle for Ardenweald.
Is that all?
Is it in the game, Pillars of Snow?
Both Ardenweald and Oribos could come under assault. Darien, the Ebon Blade must protect the city.
We will
Jailer.
Bane and I will aid them. We won't let the Jailer claim the Arbiter's sigil.
I'm going to Ardenweald with you, Bolvar. If there is even a chance to save Anduin.
I understand, Jaina. We depart at once.
I was gonna say, we did see one earlier cutscene, but okay, so real quick. I actually got it already, Disco, and Xavion, you did do it correctly. So thank you, both of you, so for Black Mesa and Contradiction. Second of all, yeah, if that's the cutscene we already saw, then we already saw it. So no worries there. Everything's fine. It's relax. Peaceful. I've ruined Shadowlands. I was the chosen one.
Sylvanas Windrunner herself is leading the Mossworn attack. We can't let her steal our Covenant sigil. Several Night Fae have volunteered to disguise themselves as the Winter Queen. These decoys will scatter across the forest to misdirect the Banshee. That should keep her occupied until the Wild Hunt can push back the Mossworn and focus their efforts on her. I just hope it's enough.
Okay.
One more to go. Oh, this glamour just has to work. I'm so glad you're here for Queen and...
Yes, the eels will help me manipulate the entire universe. An eel divided.
Queen will be protecting the heart of the forest. It's up to us to stop the invaders.
The ruse will only distract them for so long. We must end this battle swiftly.
All forces forward! Find the Winter Queen, so I can claim that sigil.
Wild Hunt! We ride.
They already fill the skies.
What a beautiful realm. But where's all the slime? Not to worry, I can rectify this.
No, Merilith?
Wait! We must fly together!
Hopefully at least some of these will be gameplay positives, because we're past the realm of story positives for a bit here. At least until we get to the Sanctum. Maybe Kurthia. Okay, in honor, we'll go ahead and bring Henry here. Or no, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. I thought the Uther stuff was 9.2.
The more shall claim you.
It's honestly a neutral, Blue Boy Wiz. It's mostly just there and completely irrelevant and skippable. It's hard to rate something that barely has gameplay, you know? I feel like the Maw has lied to me. I hope someone nominates your Archon has lied to you.
You cannot win.
Yeah, no kidding, Blue Boy Wiz. That's what negatives look like. The Maw has lied to you, Disco. Mr. Disco. Well, it's on the list. Best new meme or Lorium. Ironically, despite the fact that we keep using it as a meme, the office being on fire is more of a Lorium than it is a meme. Because that's describing the actual conditions the workers were in at the time. Sure, Blue Boy Wiz. Why not? Oh, I actually knew that. I don't remember who all I got in there, though. I actually did a decent bit of Torghast, because I actually liked Torghast.
Sylvanas has been spotted near the falls. Now is our chance to strike her down.
The more shall claim
Oh, I'm sorry, Kennex Cow. You can always ask someone else to jot something down for you.
An illusion. So the Winter Queen sends her loyal subjects to die in her place.
You know nothing of loyalty, Banshee.
It is you who knows nothing, Faye. You cannot stop what is to come.
The cosmos divided cannot withstand the end of the Shadowlands.
Azeroth's hero has come to play. You will fail yet again.
Hold on, I've got you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
To the skies! Strike at the heart!
After her!
Yeah, I'm gonna give that its own negative, if that's cool.
Hello again. I have many slimes to distribute to our friends up there.
Aw, thanks, Merilith. In case you missed that, we showed up and then Sylvanas just one-shot us. And, like, Clea had to rush in to save us. And now we're only people of Maryland.
A slime for you, and a slime for you.
Okay, this is delightful, admittedly. Warcraft has a problem with the I win button, but it's usually a gameplay aspect.
Slimes. I must remember to bring more next time.
Not a story thing.
No! She was the last decoy.
In other words, usually they hit the I win button to set up a mechanic or something, or a phase change or whatever.
You are willing to sacrifice your servants. But what of the spirits in your charge?
They're taking the wild seeds! Mawwalker, we must stop them.
And I'm sorry. Warfing is bad in general. Warfing the player character never feels good. FF14 made that mistake like once. And then never again. Apparently it did it twice. I don't know where the second time was. Oh yeah, Ranjit. I completely forgot about Ranjit. Yeah, so anyway, so both times FF14 did it, I complained mightily about it. I actually remember Ranjit because we were specifically comparing Ranjit during the run to the jailer. Go figure. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, game developers. Don't do that, writers. Even if you do it well, it doesn't feel good. And most people don't know how to do it well. I'm pretty sure the jailer already has more negatives than Ranjit, but I haven't counted. The Ron Jailer. Yeah, I'll give them that they at least did something with Xenos. I still don't like him, but at least they did something with him.
Surrender your sigil, or the wild seeds will perish.
A hollow threat from an empty soul.
The Marsworn gather for a final assault. All forces, rally to me!
Notice we can't mount here, by the way. Except we can mount, but we can't mount. But we can, but we can't. I'm honestly debating giving this its own gameplay negative. Here, check out what I mean. Check this out, check this out. First of all, we're obviously outside. Second of all, they can allow us to just be ground mounted. They know how to code that. Third of all, it lets me mount, and then instantly dismounts me. So this isn't even what they did in the Maw, where it won't let me mount. It lets me mount, and then kicks me off of it. So it's even more frustrating than the Maw. Oh, that's a feat.
Get ready! I sense a terrible darkness looming.
Pitiful Fae. You've already lost.
For Queen and Grove!
Did she seriously just say pitiful Fae? God, I took a second to even process, because how stupid that is. Pitiful Fae. Yeah, why not let us mount here? What's the benefit of that? Why let us mount, but not let us mount? It's confusing. Like, either don't let us at all, it's fine, or let us, which is fine. Like, And yeah, this is supposed to be our big, you know, Gondor calls for aid moment, right? This is the battle of the Silver Dragon, the skirmish of the Silver Dragons. And yet it's just irritating.
Is this the one you sensed, Lady Moonberry? No! Something far more menacing approaches.
This ends now.
I mean, yeah, that's true, Luthor. That would take very, very little time. I do like this model, unironically. The big dudes. Well, first I'd punch them extremely hard, Trihexia. Then I'd rip their heads off. This is it. They've been building up to this the whole thing. It's the thing we've seen 20 of in them already! With a steel chair! Who cares? We've seen these things before. Just roaming the maw. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Literally one-shotting. Literally.
I understand you've been looking for me. Come then. Show me Elune's wrath.
Elune gave me her strength. The wrath is mine alone!
I'll give you this. Good storyboarding. Don't like the slow-mo, but I'm with the rest of it.
Night warrior. I expected more.
I will take your head, Banshee! Just like I took his! You didn't know. Your master is keeping...
This is never followed through on, by the way. Ever.
They broke the through! Pull back! Pull back!
A trick. No! Eluna, it is time. Inqua Melema. At last.
And yet, the night's power wanes. Once again, she denies you victory.
Mother Moon, do not forsake me. End this.
Bask in the dying embers of your goddess's bargain, Tyrande. Nothing lasts.
Tyrande, can you hear me? Tyrande?
Hang on. I'm deciding how many negatives. Give me a minute. Yeah, can we get rid of the Night Warrior stuff forever, please? It was never a good thing. Could have worked, as with so many things. Just a few changes and it could have worked. In the interest of fairness, I have to give a positive for the animation of that cutscene. That was legitimately good. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Can I have those weapons, please? On my Demon Hunter? Please? They're even decent now? Okay. Chandris, how you doing?
Ardenweald is more beautiful than I imagined.
At least Tyrande is out of the maw on her own terms.
Tyrande needs me now, more than ever.
I just thought of another story nugget I need to give. One moment, please. A series that stands out to me for power level power level consistency. Real talk, Warcraft is one of the better ones for that. It's not what I would call ideal, but it is still better than most are. Which I think, honestly, is just kind of pathetic when you think about it. Yeah, Metzen is kind of cheating, but yeah, Tyrande's voice actress has been around since Warcraft 3, I'm pretty sure. And it is kind of scary to think about.
Oh, this should be interesting. We'll meet again.
Rest, my dear one. Fall gently into dreamless slumber.
We should report to the Queen. I pray she was able to safeguard the wild seeds.
What about the sigil? You know, the reason we're here?
I can't wait to see what you do next.
Right, sorry.
Speak, and the Zaval dared to threaten the souls in my charge. I have made reply.
No, actually, I agree with Xavion. The original Dragon Ball is pretty consistent. Dragon Ball Z is when they started kind of going, with it.
I grant you an audience now.
I hid my sigil in the heart of the forest, but the horn has called for aid.
I concealed my sigil within the heart of the forest, where it could be best protected. But our enemies are cunning.
I fear we may be too late.
Sorry, what, Bolvar?
I fear we may be too late.
Yeah, one more time. I was hoping for one more.
We all have a duty to fulfill.
Anduin! No!
Resist him! Do not let the jailer win!
There's another Infinity Stone.
We will save you, Anduin.
We will get you in a good expansion. No matter what it takes.
Ardenweald would hear your plea.
Ardenweald has withstood the unrelenting force of the mob, but it was not enough. Return to Oribos.
Despite the courage shown by the Covenants...
Yes, that was all for nothing, by the way. Like, the only thing actually accomplished by all that was we got Tyrande out of the maw.
Prize he sought.
You know, I'm not an art person. I don't know. I analyze art, but I can't really tell you why it's this or that. Not like an actual trained student could.
How may I aid you?
I bring that up
Rest
because Death Knight Arthas looks better than Death Knight Anduin. Now, I'm sure everyone in chat's going to be like, no, we disagree, and that's fine. But for real, let's pull this up really quick here. I think at least part of the problem is the armor is so goddamn generic. It is just another Mossworn suit, essentially. The color doesn't work with it either. Which, I mean, it's that wrought iron of the Mossworn. But I've seen Mossworn who actually look decent, man. Let's skip back a raid. And look at this thing. That looks cool. I'm with that. That's horrifying. We'll get to that. Yep. Okay. Cool. We're not going to talk about that. I don't know. Let's, okay. Actually, that's a good point, Esmeralda. You're right. Whereas Anduin's, which is actually just a cosmetic layered on top of it, looks fully Mossworn.
We must launch a counterattack before the Mossworn can strike again.
You would all be unable to return from the maw if you entered there. But perhaps there is another way.
Yeah, honestly, look at Bolvar's. So this is actually not a great shot of Bolvar's armor because he's missing so much of it. But yeah, his belt, his leggings, and his boots, if you remove the skulls, that is straight up Paladin armor. The Mossworn. Yeah, that's a thing. Death Knight Arthas. The in-game model of our Death Knight Arthas is not actually that good, in my opinion. I've always thought that. This model is not great. But I still think that looks better. The colors are better. It's, ironically, more subdued. Like Huther was just saying, it's less... it's not as over-designed. His gloves are gloves. Like, if we've seen up-close shots of it, his gloves are literally leather gloves with a chunk of plate bolted on the back, right? By contrast, let's do an immediate contrast here. To here, and then here. Oh god, there we go. Like, these gloves are gloves, I'll actually give you that, but like, then he's got all this weird extra crap everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. What I would have done, just have him in his frickin' armor. Have him in his armor. Don't even have him be in a different outfit. The only thing I would change is two things. His hair and his eyes. That's it. We've already shown that they can show when Zoval yanks the chain, so to speak, when he's mind-controlling him more, and when Anduin peeks through. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's your visual indicator right there. It would be more horrifying to see Anduin being Anduin doing all this stuff than Mr. Generic Death Knight number 37. You know? Thank you, Dante Bronson. I don't actually understand your question. And if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Okay, so...
What news do you bring?
You want to skip to Seraph Mortis?
Until we speak again.
The jailer has begun his attack on Oribos. What I have feared the most has come to pass.
All will be judged fairly.
The jailer has gained another sigil, and his forces actively assault Oribos. Bolvar Foredragon and Draka of Maldraxxus suggest taking the fight to the jailer. To do so, we need to find a way for their forces to safely come and go from the Maw. This is considered impossible, but I believe we have a chance. I must examine your anima to see if this is what the purpose wills.
Until we speak again.
Okay, this is really frustrating. 3 times now, total. Twice today, I have had to click a dialogue option on a character who has a dialogue option to skip to the end of the campaign. And I've had to be very careful to make sure I click the right option there, because, yeah.
I will consider. Fate Scribe Rotal has sensed the emergence of a second waystone within the Maw, though he does not know its location. Your anima awakened the first waystone. It has allowed you to lead some of your allies to safety. I will create...
Oh my god, look at us.
...your anima here in Oribos.
Headache.
Activating the second waystone should connect it to my anchor. I believe this bond will enable our Covenant forces to leave the Maw, just as you can do.
So there you go. People can just leave them on now. They might think, oh, wow, that's a big deal. Except if you remember, they've been doing that for several, like, for the entire campaigns we just did. They've just been doing that. But, you know, I actually agree with her completely. This, it's too bright. This is literally too bright. Let's pull that. Just look at the colors. Ignore the over-design, ignore the skull, ignore the blue glow. Just look at the colors. Very, very bright white. And like a very light steel gray. Tiny little bits of bright brown. So there's your color, right? Now hang on. To make the immediate contrast very obvious, look at the colors there. Even the leather is a substantially darker leather. The brightest thing on him is his white fur, and even that is still darker than the crap that was on Anduin there. And the metal is this nice steel gray. Yeah, very dark steel, and it's got dark outlines. Even the brighter parts of it, which is the shinier parts, still look darker than what Anduin did. Yeah, it increases the contrast substantially, and it makes the highlights pop more. The bits that are shiny are noticeable, as opposed to the whole thing being shiny. Like here. The only thing that catches my eye immediately here... Oh, okay, it's nothing, actually, if I'm being totally honest with you. But I digress.
Come forth and be judged.
The Fate Scribe is certain that a second Waystone has emerged. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. So, we're gonna go to the Maw.
I will create the anchor. Go now and find the Waystone.
Okay, bye.
Purpose guide us all.
Yep, yep, cool, okay, bye.
We will defend Oribos from the Jailer's forces. Hurry, Mawwalker. The enemy's strength is growing.
See, that's much better color usage. Even though there's literally shading there that's affecting it, that still looks better. In fact, you want to make him a frickin' Death Knight Anduin. Make there be a shadow effect that's on him all the time to indicate that the Jailer's there. So, I still don't know quite how to answer your question, Dante Bronson. You're presuming so many things in your question that I feel it's hard to answer it. So let me rewind here a second. Sylvanas was always intended to be the villain. That's true, arguably, since they first started doing her arc in Kata, but especially since Legion. So the idea of Sylvanas being a villain, or indeed the villain, actually appeals to me quite a bit. Especially given the fact that it's actually really easy to sympathize with what her intent and goals obviously were. Some of that even does actually make it into the final version of the game. All of that was then thrown out the window when the Jailer's actually the villain, which is my major complaint. So that's about all I have to say about that, as far as Sylvanas, villainy, and rolling under a bussitude.
Ah, Mawwalker. I was wondering when you would show up.
This thing helps us to rescue souls, Czar.
Have you come to trade, or to waste your breath? The Jailer has used enormous chains to pull a broken realm into the Maw.
Which he can do.
I could only a glimpse, but I have a suspicion of what it might be. I suggest we travel there together. While you search for your Waystone, I will determine what potential profits lie in store. For both of us, I mean.
Of course. Thank you for being a bright spot in this crap, Benari.
Return only if you must.
Normally I would consider your request bothersome and insulting, but recent events have led me to believe that your proposal may prove beneficial to both of us.
Procure something of
The Maw is changing, mortal. With change comes opportunity. The Jailer has pulled around. You just said it! It is a location with some interest to me, but I do not want to approach it alone. The Mawsworn are swarming the area, you see? There must be something of value that they seek. I have a safe enclave nearby. Accompany me there, and I may be able to help you find the Waystone you're looking for. Do we have a deal?
I possess a device that will take us to a safe enclave near this landmass. Once we arrive, it is imperative that you stay close.
I thought about it, Mr. Red, quite a bit, but I do agree with it. Grind is kind of a specific zoomed-out subset. Wrong word. Umbrella. Up instead of down. It's an umbrella negative. The itemization is part of what informs the grind, so it's grindy and it's badly itemized.
Reports I intercepted from the Mawsworn indicate that the Jailer has been seeking a realm called Korthia.
Yay, Korthia.
Fellow brokers whisper legends of this place, a magnificent city filled with treasures. Its location a closely guarded secret. Be on alert. No doubt the Jailer's eye will be upon this place. I have the means to keep us hidden, as I have before. Stay close and obey my every word, lest the Jailer's eye reduce you to Stygia.
So, Let's see if I was right. I have said for literal months that this is the worst zone in the game.
All mysteries will be revealed.
Let's put it to the test.
Will that be all? Mo, we will be uncomfortably close to the jailer's forces. Stay near me.
I have unironically been looking forward to hitting Kurthia for over a year at this point. No joke.
It seems the eye cannot peer into Korthia.
Sorry, Korthia.
Must proceed without it.
No matter. The banished one shall have his prize.
There must be strong magic in Korthia if it keeps the eye at bay. Perhaps the legends are true.
Yeah, by the way, they don't detect you at all.
Stay close, Mo.
All you have to do is be in the circle. No gameplay at all.
Not a word.
Hello, Odin, kind of. There it is.
We
Korthia.
must reach our destination before my cloak dissipates. Oh, and watch your step.
Yeah, I've said it several times. A lot of people compare the jailer to Thanos. But honestly, I think Sauron is a better comparison of what they were trying for. Failing at, but trying for. I love how this is his method to get into this place. Alright, hang on. I'm going to send my eye and just eye beam it for a while. I can't say anything. Demon Hunter. That's what I would do too.
Stop! Stay close, Mo Walker. Move!
Where's that, Uthor? Wow.
It seems Korthia is shielded against the eye of the jailer. But his Morsworns are breaching its defenses.
How? We can't get in, but we're getting in.
Imagine the wonders to be found here, Mo Walker. Oh, and that waystone of yours as well. Trust not what you see in the Maw.
The jailer desperately wants something here, yet his precious eye cannot breach its defenses. Oh well, shall we?
Do not draw the jailer's eye.
We're on the threshold of attaining our desires, Mawwalker. Your grand waystone cannot be far off. Of course, my needs are much more modest. A bit of useful information here, a priceless relic there. I will survey the area to see if there's anything useful or hazardous nearby, and then we will proceed.
Discover more secrets. Then we can... Now that is interesting. I detect attendants nearby, like those in Oribus. Perhaps they are the caretakers of Korthia's treasures. You go on ahead. I will linger here. To ensure no enemies have trailed us, of course.
Still can't mount.
Increase our patrols. We cannot let the Marsworn reach another of the jailer's agents. Strike them down.
I'm right here, dude.
Hold. This is a living mortal, the Mawwalker, not some servant of the jailer.
A Mawwalker? Fascinating. I have studied the prophecies, but... Oh, forgive me. I am Targalan, Keeper of Secrets.
Oh yeah, don't forget. We are a chosen one of the first ones. And that hasn't really come up yet, but they're going to start talking about that non-stop for the rest of this section.
What news do you bring? Come, we have much to discuss.
So this is Scotia. I expected something a bit more grand.
You should have seen it in its prime, Broker. Corthia is, or was, the City of Secrets. My order was charged with safeguarding knowledge and artifacts, things deemed too precious to risk falling into malicious hands. Corthia was hidden deep within the in-between, safely out of reach, until the jailer's chains found us.
How?
The Banished One seeks our most precious treasure, and is willing to destroy our entire existence to claim it.
Like, I'm sorry, how does he fight? Has he just been fishing for the last 1,000 years? Fling the chains out. Reel them in, reel them in. Alright. Fling the chains out at like 1 degree to the left. Okay, reel it in, reel it in. 1 more degree to the left. Okay, reel it in, reel it in.
There is much to be done. There is so much...
Hey! The true Mawwalker. I can finally mount. Corthian prophecies foretell the arrival of a Mawwalker who can save us from who can save us from disaster. Perhaps this is that day, but perhaps not. I must test your anima to verify your claim. If you speak the truth, then I have a solemn duty to empower your anima before we proceed.
Go with the purpose.
Isn't this the second time in like 10 minutes someone's tested our anima?
My knowledge is purely academic. I must explore your anima to learn more.
Drunk again.
Still.
We're drunk again.
Ah, yes. You have a connection to a unique world soul, as it was foretold.
Yeah.
But has that prepared you for what is to come? We must find out.
Stop this ridiculous investigation before you kill the only one who can help you.
The scroll specified that the true Mawwalker must be empowered. It is my duty to proceed.
Release the Mawwalker at once, or suffer the consequences.
It is true. You are the Mawwalker. And now your anima is stronger than ever. We of Corthia are at your service. Be well.
And we can finally mount in the Maw. There it is. Something players had been hammering for forever. I remember when that announcement came out that they were going to let us mount in the Maw. There was some interesting feedback to that.
I remember you.
The prophecies told us one day this dormant waystone would be needed by the Mawwalker, that would prove crucial to the fate of the Shadowlands. It seems that day has come. Draw upon the anima within you to activate this waystone. It will then be usable by all who aid your cause. If, as you say, Talinara has created an anchor, then that anchor will bring you back to us. Go. Inform your allies the Maw awaits, and Korthia needs their help.
There is so much to...
I think it best to remain concealed while you activate this Waystone. Remember, Moorwalker, our business is not yet concluded.
Yep, I still haven't maxed out my rep with you, Venari. Hi, Yubo. You know what the biggest sin is of Korthia? It's not the terrible quests or the terrible layout or the grindy nature of it or the awful traversal. It's the fact that it's boring looking. They have taken the aesthetics of the Maw and applied it to like a generic rotting forest. And this is, wow, a game that has gotten visual positives as far back as vanilla. That would be Mulgore, specifically. And this is what Korthia looks like. I have seen worse in this game, but yeah. Probably not bad enough for a brickwork negative. That's a rare thing we give a brickwork negative.
Returns.
Whoa, Jesus.
The second Waystone has been found.
Hey, everyone.
Moorwalker.
Okay, I'll give you that game. That's impressive and cool that it's all 4 Covenants. Oh, hey, are we about to have the 4 Covenants come together moment? Like we just did?
There is much to be done.
Well done, Horde Runner. I am eager to learn about this realm pulled into the Maw. Time to begin the assault on the Jailer's forces.
I fear darker days.
Oh, excuse me. Thanks to the efforts you and the others of Azeroth, the Covenants have grown strong. Because remember, other player characters are canon. That's been true for a while. But we can no longer afford to wait for the Jailer to make his next move. The way to the Maw is open. Our forces stand ready. The Covenants await your signal.
Do not disrupt the Eternal City.
Charge into the Maw. Wait, where are we going? Ah!
Farewell, Bolvar Fordragon. May the purpose guide you.
Goodbye, Talinara. The Ebon Blade will defend Oribos until we return.
That will depend on the manner of your return. Sorry. Generic load screen.
Bolvar Fordragon, I saw your visage within the streams of the Maw-Walker's anima.
Good. Then there's no need for introductions. We've come to push back against the Jailer's forces.
You have my thanks. The Maw Swarm seek to plunder our secrets.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Sorry, I've been thinking about something for a minute here. I want to try something really quick.
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummles.
So, where do I even begin? You remember Bane? Do you remember how we rescued him? He was the only one we rescued. And we rescued him very, very early on. And then he has completely pieced out of the narrative. Now, I know what you're saying. He's recovering lore. And yeah, but recovery doesn't mean removed from the narrative. Right?
Ashes to ashes.
There's actually a lot of storytelling you can do with someone who is recovering. No, Bane's just gone. He is literally just sitting there. If that sounds familiar, well, thanks to the removed quests, Bolvar so far has done, let's see, So he got us in here. Okay, yep. Then he gave us the vision, the only vision, and that helped us get to Bane. And then he talked to his daughter. I believe that brings us up to a grand total of 3 things that Bolvar, supposedly the main character of this expansion, has done. It's okay, we only have 2 zones left in the entire expansion. Aww.
The balance must be restored.
Each of the Covenants has provided their own specialists in their areas of expertise. A few of them have taken to the field to scout this unknown land.
Fight for Azeroth.
Exactly, Evo. Yeah, Bane is interesting, and they've only barely begun to develop him by this point in time. Like, he was in the shadow of Cairn for a long time.
It is quite good to see you.
Please let the High Lord know I would like to be sent to the front line sooner rather than later. Yeah, MASH, actually, great example, Kenixcow. So, Evo, I want your professional opinion of the artistry design of this stupid freaking zone. Yeah, exactly, Monobrown. I know a lot of people who thought of Bane as Cairn Light or Cairn 2 for a really long time. Bane is interesting because he really is pretty distinct from Cairn. A lot of people forget Cairn was wise and gentle and kind and a warrior king. Cairn was a beast in combat. There's a reason he was bodying Garrosh, who, I remind you, is known as one of the best warriors in the entire setting. Bane isn't like that, which is good. He is not his father.
How may I assist you?
Caution, anima may attract local wildlife. Should I even begin to explain why wildlife exists in the in-between? You're right. There's just 2 layers to the grass. They've been doing that since Pandaria. And yeah, the trees, I get what they're going for, but it doesn't work. That would have been cool, Monobrow. Good combo, too. 2 people who are both the sons of warrior kings. And neither of whom are. Like, there's a lot of potential there, you know? Oh, and periodically there's just jailer stuff here and there. Popo, you okay?
Hello!
Sure.
A steward's job is never done.
So, I don't remember... Remember's the wrong word. I didn't do Korthia until Dragonflight was already out. I've said that several times. So, I don't know this exactly, but is this one of the endgame zones? You know, the treadmill zones? I know Zereth Mortis is, because, duh.
You will never escape.
What are you? They're just dudes with beards. What are you? Who are you? Why are you here?
Such.
Yeah, exactly. This is Zarlik Caverns, to use a more modern example. Dio's hurt? I bring potions to help. Perfect timing. I was beginning to tire from my vigilance. Your potion has renewed my vigor. I will hold this post against 100 foes. After that return camp, we could swap stories of adventures. I go help Marilis now. Popo, you are amazing. Why are you amazing? Popo not amazing. Popo owl. Woo! Woo, woo, ah!
Such futility.
I mean, I've said it before. Treadmills may not quite be my thing, but there is a pretty big gap between a good treadmill and a bad one. Look at Warlords. That's a terrible treadmill. Probably one of the worst ones they've ever had. Ahem. Well, it's not hurt, but many others need help. Doing what I can, Papa, but this battalion suffered terrible wounds. We take all potions for friends. Who hurt them? Rampaging Devourer on the path ahead. It's unstoppable. I stop it. No hurt friends again. Stop hiding and face Popo, big blue bully. Oh, there's someone coming. Guess we're good. I found a torn book regarding relics. I may never finish that quest. Shards of Domination? I'm not even sure I know what that is.
The Whispers have much to tell.
Oh, by the way, and I do mean this as an insult. You know another problem with this place? Very little voice acting. This is MSQ Zone, I remind you. Of all things in WoW and FF14 and most MMOs, the things that get the voice acting tend to be the MSQ. Why am I... what? Oh, I know, Mr. Red. Like, as we said earlier, the office was on fire earlier. Now it's even worse. In fact, this right here is the actual bottom. Literal bottom of the barrel in terms of how bad the office was on fire at this point. WoW has never had a harder time to work for the people working on it than this exact patch. For those of you unaware, we are already in 9.1 right now. Yeah, this is the period of time where WoW almost died. What's all this crap I keep picking up? Anima, okay. Put that down there. That's cataloged research. Okay, can I use that here? Do I have... no, of course I have to go turn it in at this bright spot. Why would you turn it anywhere else? Okay, so there's more cataloged research. There's more cataloged research. There's a conduit. Jesus Christ.
What knowledge do you seek?
Look around a second. Yeah, you know what? So I haven't really talked about this yet. But do you know the overwhelming vibe I had when Pax and I came back to do all this stuff in Korthia? I was having so hard of a time paying attention to it because of how boring it was, that I actually lost the thread several times, and I had to be like, hold up, and just like mentally retrack where I was. And if that sounds like an insult, once again, it is.
Tomorrow is another day. I will aid you as best I can.
The inhabitants of Korthia have been through much. Were it not for your arrival, the jailer's forces would have rampaged through the remainder of the City of Secrets, leaving destruction in their wake. We haven't done anything yet. We just got here. Do 3 daily quests.
The balance must be restored.
You're probably right, Xavion. That would make so much sense.
Your desire is my command.
This is probably the dress trade. Like, for real, hang on, take a look at this for just a second. Like, take in this shot, right? Now, look at it from the perspective of an editor, okay? The trees with the kind of death glow, the kind of light blue glow going through them, yep. The desiccation, the colors, the tone, the rotting, dried out forest. All you'd need to remove is the chains, that's easy, and the city in the distance. That's it. The hell, if I just tilt the camera over here, now you don't have to remove anything except for one chain. That's just Drust, right there.
Your desire is my command.
Let's go. You know what? Actually, I agree with... Well, no, I'll do that tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's thumbnail. Because today we mostly did dungeons and stuff.
You bear interest in craftsmanship? Show. Some say I am...
Heal 10 people, collect 5 records. What does Kael'thas want us to do?
You address the Sun King. Very well.
Kill Devourers.
Is that all?
I'm sorry, is it just me? Someone be honest with me here. Am I the only one bothered by the fact that the second MSQ quest in Korthia is go do 3 dailies? Like, I understand intellectually that there's not much of a difference between that and just go do 3 quests. But that bothers me. I guess it's that whole psychology thing, right? Because they even say, flat out, do the daily quest in order to progress. And it's like... Okay. Type of more thoughts on that later. What's really agonizing is we are so close to Dragonflight. We are so close. True, Linear. That's actually a very valid point. To continue the Drust thing, this is even a place where you can't fly. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you can't fly in the Maw. But no, what I mean by that is if this was a raid zone, an outdoors raid zone, you could probably mount, but you couldn't fly. Yeah, choice is so important. So many people underestimate the value of choice. If I tell you, go do this, you are not going to enjoy doing that, even if it's something you want to do. At least not as much. If I say, hey, would you like to go do this? You are far more likely to enjoy that activity.
Is it wisdom you seek? Or power?
I mean, you say that jokingly, Huthor, but that does apply. Because all I think in the back of my head is, well, I can't. It's like, But if by some miracle the situation was different, and it's like, you know, I could go play Dragonflight right now. That would feel different. I know that doesn't linearly apply. It's just interesting to think about. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm looking forward to Dragonflight for 2 reasons. One is because we'll be in Dragonflight, but the other, I've never played an Evoker. I have saved that for this stream. For however many years it's been. I guess it hasn't been that many, but however long it's been since Dragonflight came out, I haven't even made an Evoker yet. I have sat on that. I have said for years that Demon Hunter is the best designed class in the game, and I look forward to being proven wrong. A friend of mine who really likes his Evoker, Axe, loves Soar. Just absolutely loves it. Oh, what'd they do to Augmentation? I mean, we have to poke at it at least. We all knew they'd nerf it at some point. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping it would just keep being awesome. Oh well. Just think, we can do Augmentation and do a dungeon, and that dungeon will actually be a dungeon we can do at level, so I can fairly judge Augmentation without having to jump through hoops or use asterisks. I can just queue for a dungeon as Augmentation and do it. It's gonna be great. Think about how many negatives to gameplay I will not be giving in Dragonflight. Yeah, I actually know what Huthor's talking about. I forgot about this. So yeah, what it means is the 2 DPS will be getting the buffs from Augment. But the shame of it is I kind of wish they just did that for Mythics, you know? It's not like they can't make abilities work differently in Mythic mode. Or Mythic Plus, for that matter. In fact, yeah, I'm going to walk that back. Keep it for Mythic, change it for Mythic Plus, because I'm an idiot and I keep conflating the two, and that's my fault. Hey, Hive King. Thank you very much for the sub, as always. If you'd like to put that towards up to 3 upcoming streams of your choice, for increased interest in them, please let me know. If those are the numbers for just WoW, then I am doing something very wrong, Dante Bronson. The numbers you see on the screen are just for Shadowlands. Like I think we're approaching the 2000s range on positives and negatives when it comes to WoW as a whole. I haven't looked lately because the document is so large it unironically takes a couple minutes to load. I do like the chains. It's the only thing I'll give you. I like the chains. And no, we're not doing the thing going up that chain. Don't even ask. You know what I love most about this place is, like, it's actually a really small zone, but it sure doesn't feel like it because navigating it is really irritating. You also notice the roads aren't safe. There are occasional roads. They are broken, and they are not safe. It's actually overworld design, but yeah, Mr. Red. The Maw had a couple overworld design problems too, but not this bad. The good news is you don't have to suffer with me for much longer. Until tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're full on Korthing. Korthing. Oh my god. Korthing. You can't play with me. It's dinner time. What do you have on your face? Why do you have Cheetos on your face?
Not Cheetos.
Oh, why do you have Cheetos on your face?
I ate Cheetos.
That's an explanation. I'll accept that. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Okay.
It's not dinner yet.
Wait, it's not dinner time?
It's not dinner yet.
Well, okay, here's the problem. Let me see your hands. Okay, you've got Cheeto dust, so you can't touch the controls, okay? Now, hang on. I have a way to fix that. So, we don't have a faucet nearby to clean your hands. I have these.
Oh.
We're going to pull these open. And then we're going to try to wipe these hands down a bit. There we go. You see your other hand? There we go. Alright, now you ready on the big button?
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. Wait. Let's talk to this guy.
Trust in the purpose.
Okay.
You
Don't we talk to this
one of them. Please, the Archivist must be rescued.
Okay,
All of
ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go! Jump! Make the dragon jump.
Something.
Well, that's because you're playing the dragon. Do you like the dragon?
Yeah.
Do you like the rubies in the dragon? They're very pretty, aren't they?
It's a ruby dragon. I'm the ruby dragon.
Yes, you are the ruby dragon.
And somebody's not a ruby dragon.
That's me. I'm not a ruby dragon. You're the ruby dragon.
Yeah. I'm not a ruby dragon either.
What? Well, then who's the ruby dragon?
Me.
What?
Yes, I am. Look, I
Oh,
have rubies in myself.
that's true. Do you want to see your face? Here, hang on. This is what you look like in front. Do you see? Hello. It has ruby wings, too. Do you see the rings on the ruby? See the rubies on the wings? Excuse me. Very pretty.
And the tongue.
What? There's a ruby tongue too? Oh my gosh, you're right. There actually is. You are so observant.
Look at those. Those are tiny wings.
Those are kind of small wings. He's also got much bigger wings.
Oh, it's coming down.
Okay. Does that mean it's dinner time?
No.
It's still not dinner time? Are you
Still
sure?
not dinner time. I've been done with so defeated.
No. It's okay. He's a friendly robot. See? He just says, hello. Robot mode engaged. Beep boop.
He's a stone.
He's a stone robot?
Yeah.
He does look like one, doesn't he? Do you see the...
He doesn't move.
You see this guy?
Yeah.
What's he?
Eagle. He's a walking eagle.
He says, hello.
Now Skull feed bad guys. Wait.
What?
Those swings.
Those are swings, that's right.
For babies and for butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
And for guys.
Yep, there's butterflies who like to swing on the swings. Uh-oh.
Look, there's one butterfly.
I can't quite reach in there. Okay. You're too big. We can't
Let's
get in
go
there.
in the tunnel.
Uh-oh, what's in the tunnel?
There's
Well, that's the scholar. And here's the guy who's definitely here. Look, he's right here and definitely not absent at all.
guys.
There's the...
And tiger.
What? Where's the tiger?
There's a tiger right there.
That's a... What's that outfit? Ah, no.
A wolf.
Woof, woof,
Let's
woof, woof.
go get a wolf. The hat.
We can't get a wolf. No, we can get, though. It's a cute little bug. Hello, little bug. His name's Grubby.
Let's get him.
Oh, no, he's coming to get us. He's coming for us. Oh, no, he's got us. We're trapped.
No, he's a good bug.
That's right. He's a good bug. He's a good bug. Skitch, 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 skitch,
We can't scratch him because he's in the game.
That is correct. We cannot scratch someone in a game. How are you so smart? She has no answer for this. Are you an alien?
He's not.
Okay.
He has 3 eyes. And he can eat us.
Oh, okay.
But he's eating us right now. See?
And here's us. Hi.
We're gonna defeat him.
No.
Let's defeat him.
We give him pets instead. Pet, 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 pet,
We can't pet him.
pet, pet, pet.
Can't get him.
Okay, we can't get him.
Because he's bad and good.
He's bad and good? Is that possible?
Yeah.
How do you be bad and good?
When we be bad and good, it makes us so much fire inside.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
I saw a bad guy.
No, no!
I saw a ghost that was like a bad guy.
Wait, was the ghost a bad guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the bad guy?
Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba. Oh, hang on, let's get him out. Up. There we go. It's up, up, up. There's another one of the stewards. Let's see. I don't see any bad guys up here. Is this a bad guy? Hang on, let's talk to this guy.
Yeah, bad guy.
Excuse me, sir. You are a bad guy.
You have my attention,
Girl.
Walker.
Apparently.
Oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy girl.
Your transactions be profitable.
Oh, whoops. Yeah,
There's
that's... Account created 5 minutes ago. I love that they tell us that now, by the way. Alright, can you say bye, stream?
I don't want to say bye streaming.
Okay, you can jump a bunch.
We're going the wrong way.
Well, where are we going?
Going, 'Cause
Okay, I'll carry you up, okay?
No, I still want to play the game.
Well, I'm going to stop playing, okay? That way you don't have to miss out, all right? You can jump a few more times, okay?
I'm going to the bug.
No, don't jump on the bug. He's a good bug.
We're not going to be on the bug.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
But this time we're going to jump on the bug again.
No, don't jump on the bug.
Stepping on the bug.
Okay, good.
We're stepping on the bug.
No, it's even worse. Tomorrow we will do Corthia.
We're doing Corthia.
Yes, can you say Corthia's bad?
Corthia's bad.
Can you say Uncle Laura's evil?
Uncle Laura's evil.
There we go. Perfect. You're amazing. Mwah.